Hello, welcome to Yoga with Katja. This class is a quick stretch post-run. It's a shorter version of my previous video, Yoga for Runners. We are going to use the foam roller at first to loosen up our legs and our glutes. If you don't have a foam roller, you can just skip this part and fast forward to the yoga sequence. Okay, so let's begin. Grab your roller if you have one. We're going to place it down to the floor. We're going to roll out our IT band. You position the roller right in the center of your leg and then lower yourself down on towards your elbow. Now think about your body in a nice long straight line as if you were doing a side plank. You can place the top foot in front just to take a little bit of weight. We're going to roll up and down all the way down to the knee and all the way up towards the hip. Now if you find this comfortable and it feels easy, then you might straighten out your top leg so you've got a little bit more weight. Good. Make sure that your legs don't sway behind you, so hold on to your tummy muscles to give yourself good support. When you find those knots where it's tight, slowly rolling up and down. You can always stop if you find a point that's digging in nicely, that's doing you good. Let's do just one more, going up, and one more going down. Great, good. Let's switch it around over to the other side. I'm just going to place my roller over here so I can face you. Let's try the second side. So place the roller, the center of your thigh, down onto your elbow. Bottom leg is straight. Try and lift it off the floor. The top foot is coming down. Now, if you're new to this, you might find this is quite painful and it's quite hard. But to trust me, if you do this more regular, it will ease up, it will get easier, more comfortable. Obviously, depending on your training as well, how intense it is, it might be a little bit worse accordingly to that. This is really good to loosen up our T-band, the outside of the leg. So if it's comfortable, you may take your foot on top of the bottom leg. Good. From here, we're going to roll out our quads as well, the front of the legs. Now, this usually is a little bit easier because there's much more muscle chunk here, so should feel more comfortable. Position the roller right under the middle of your thighs now, and now you're coming down onto your elbows. Again, it's like a forearm plank, so take great care. Use your abdominals to support your lower back. Cross your right foot over your left ankle. And now we're leaning just that little bit more onto the left leg. So you're really rolling out through the left thigh, the left quadriceps. And just play around, leaning a bit more over to the left or leaning a little bit more to the inner part of the thigh muscle. You find the areas where you feel it's doing you good, where it's painful, where it's digging in. It's massaging it. And of course, if you have more time, you can always pause this video and do it a little bit longer. Now we're going to change legs. Cross your left leg, left foot over your right ankle and roll forwards and backwards here, all the way to the hip and all the way back down to the knee. Notice perhaps the difference. Maybe you have a more dominant leg, one side that's just a little bit stronger. You might find that side's a little bit more responsive. Good, and then release. Now from here, you're going to turn yourself around and then sitting on your roller, you bring your hands behind you. And we're going to do the right side first, crossing your right ankle over your left leg. Relax your knee out to the side. Now you want to lean onto your right side outer hip, so onto your right side buttock. And you're just rolling up and down and finding again any areas where you feel it's digging in, it's doing you good. The roller is quite a wide surface, so it might not dig in as much as if you had a ball or a spiky ball, but still really valuable, really good to do. Switch sides. Right foot down, cross your left ankle. Relax your left knee, lean onto your left side and roll up and down here. Try not to hold your breath, keep breathing. Good. From here, sit in front of your roller. Now we also want to pay attention to our backs. So let's also roll out our upper back and middle back, because when we're running, we're holding that still pretty much the whole time. We're going to place the roller under our rib cage. You're not going all the way down into your lower back. You're staying bottom ribs going up towards the shoulders. Support your head with your hands. You're going to lift your hips off the floor, and then you start to roll forwards and backwards. You can lean back with your head. You can also adjust the position of your elbows, maybe opening the elbows really wide, maybe having your elbows more in towards your head. Just see what feels good for you. Feels really good. And then if you stop when the roller is just across your shoulder blades, lower your hips down and then just take your time, support your head for a moment. Let your body release back. Feel that beautiful space across the front of the body. I'm holding my head with my hands so that my neck and my head are supported. Just releasing. Feeling space in the front body. And then slowly lifting your head forwards and up. And from here, bring your hands down and push yourself all the way up to sitting. Well done. We can put our roller out of the way now. And then from here, make your way onto your hands and knees. From here, placing your hands under your shoulders, feet under your hips. Tuck the toes under. We're going to walk on the spot and stretch out our legs. Pressing our chest towards the legs, stretch out those calf muscles, back at the knees. Don't worry if your legs don't go all the way straight, just paddling out through the feet. And then bring your knees all the way down to the floor, stepping your right foot forwards to where your right hand is. From here, inhale, reach your arms up, interlace your thumbs. Stretch up through the fingertips, tailbone reaches down, lift the front of the hips up, and then start to gently lean into the front leg. Good. Have a quick check. Make sure your knee is over your heel. Yes, we don't want our knee to be shooting too far forwards. Reach up through the arms, inhale. Exhale, we're stretching out our hip flexors, the front of the thigh. Inhale, lift yourself up. Take your arms behind you, interlace your fingers here, and then one more time, sink forwards. Open the chest, shoulders back and down, inhale. Exhale. One more breath in here. Exhale. Great, release your hands down, inhale. Here we go, we're drawing our hips back now. And try and lengthen our front leg as best as we can. Lift up your toes, this is called runner stretch. Inhale, exhale, releasing your body over your leg. Inhale, exhale. Try and draw your right hip back and down. Brilliant, well done. From here, rock yourself forwards. Now, your back foot, you're going to turn that over towards the right. And then we're going to start facing the long side of our mat, stretching your right leg all the way out to the side. Inhale, take your left arm up. Exhale into a side stretch. And we're stretching our inner thighs here. Inhale. Exhale, reach. One more inhale. Exhale. Inhale, lift yourself up. Lean all the way over to the left. Catch yourself on your left arm. Take your right arm up and stretch your right arm all the way up and over. Good. Staying here or catching your right foot. Tucking your right foot in close towards your buttock. Draw the tailbone under. Gently press your thigh back. Hold onto your abdominals. We don't want to be arching our back here. We're looking to stretch our quads now. Thigh muscles. Breathe. Let go of your foot. Inhale, reach out. And then exhale, we walk our hands all the way around to the front of the mat. tuck the back toes under and straightening your back leg, lifting that knee off the floor. Inhale, lengthen out nice and long through the spine, the crown of the head. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale here. Exhale, bring your knees down. We're going to do everything on our left side. Step your left foot forwards. Inhale, reach up, interlace your thumbs again. Reach the tailbone down. Lift up the front of the hips, draw your belly in nice and strong. Sink slowly forwards towards the front foot. Inhale here. Exhale. Enjoy that great stretch for your hip flexors. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, draw the hips up and back, arms down. We interlace. Change your interlace of your fingers. And once more, shoulders back and down, sink your hips forwards. Inhale. Exhale. Well done, one more. Releasing your hands down, inhale here. Exhale, now we're drawing our hips back. Hopefully your hips are more or less over your back knee. If your hips are going too far back, wiggle your front foot a little bit more forwards. If you can, lift up your left toes. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, stretch forwards over your front leg. Good, you might even give that leg a little rub if that feels good. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Well done. Rock forwards again. Now your back foot. Swivel your back foot towards your left. And then start to turn towards the long side of your mat. Lift yourself up. Straighten out your left leg. Inhale here. Exhale. Up and over into a side stretch. Stretching our inner thighs. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe in, breathe out. Lift yourself up. Lean up and over onto your right arm. Stretch your left arm up and over. Now we can always stay here and enjoy the length through the top side of your body. Or lift up your leg. Try and catch your foot. You're tucking your foot in close to you. You're lengthening your tailbone forwards. You're drawing your belly in and then gently press your thigh back. Hold it, stretch out your quadriceps. Good, carefully release your foot. Stretch the arm one more time all the way over. And let's walk our hands all the way forwards to the front of our mat where we started. Tuck the back toes under and straightening your leg. Inhale, reach out nice and long. Exhale, step it back, downward dog. Stretch it out. Inhale. And exhale. Now bring the knees one more time down to the floor. Step your right foot one more time forwards. This time, walk your right foot over towards the left side edge of your mat. From here, once more, you're going to draw your hips back. You're going to flex your foot. And you're trying to turn your toes and your knee as much as possible to the right side. I know this is quite horrible, but stay with it. Breathe. Stay present. Use your breath. One more. Exhale. Well done. You did it. From there, bend your knee. Now keeping your right foot over to the left side of your mat, but start to wiggle your foot slightly back. Bring it a little bit closer towards your left side leg. And then carefully, always taking care of your knees, roll yourself over your right leg into pigeon pose. Adjust your back leg as needed. You might tuck a cushion under your seat or even a block or blanket. Inhale, lengthen. Stretching out our hips now. You can stay up or you may stretch yourself forwards over your leg. So notice which body part gets tight from your running. Is it more your legs or is it more high up your hips? Good. Tends to be one area more than the other, so just get to know your body, be mindful, and then stretch out those areas to prevent any injuries. Lift yourself slowly all the way back up. Support yourselves on your hands and arms. Up and back, downward facing dog. Stretch out that right leg. Last time on the left side, bring your knees down. Step your left foot forwards. We're going to wiggle our foot all the way over towards the right side edge of your mat. Draw your hips back. Draw the toes up towards you. Turn your toes and knee towards the left. Good. Stay with me. Breathe. Breathe out. Inhale. Exhale. Just remember, you feel much better after this. When you're coming out, bend your knee, rock forwards. Good. Now wiggle your left foot back a little bit towards your right leg. And then carefully take good care of your knee. Rock forwards into pigeon pose. Left knee out to the left. Adjust your back leg. Perhaps slide it slightly back. Support your left side buttock with a cushion if needs be. Inhale here. Exhale. Stay here or take a couple breaths stretching over your leg. Inhale. Exhale. One more inhale. Exhale. Walk your hands all the way back in. Press yourself all the way back and up. Downward facing dog. Good. We have one last stretch here in downward dog. And this will help to stretch out again our T-band. We're going to bend the left knee. Turn the right heel about 45-degree center of the mat. Look under your right arm and then push up into your right hip and down into your right heel. Good. So hopefully you get a good stretch, the outside of your right leg, the top of the hip. And then bring yourself back to square. Do the other side, bend your right knee points forwards. Left heel turns in 45 degree, we're pressing up into the left hip, down into the left heel. You're in a gentle twist. Look under your left arm. Breathe. And then bring yourself all the way back to square. Walk your feet all the way forwards. Walk your hands back until you're all the way on your feet. And roll yourself all the way up to standing. Peel yourself up. Lift your shoulders forwards and up. Roll your shoulders back and down. Forwards and up. Back and down. And then just swing your arms loosely side to side to release any tension left in your body. And bring yourself back to the center. Thanks for joining. Enjoy your running and keep up the good work.